iceberg NQ. Buy stop NQ. Sell iceberg gold. Buy iceberg NQ. Sell stop gold. Buy iceberg gold. Sell stop YMH5. Sell trend 1 started.
Hello. Good morning, good morning. I don't think this trade's gonna go well. Don't know what's up with it. course, yeah.
Sell stop ES. Buy iceberg Y.
Seems a little bit heavier than usual today. Way heavier.
Buy iceberg YM. Iceberg YM. NQH5.
Yeah.
Sell trend 1 started.
Seems heavier. Looks like it's happening here. Appreciate the like, thank you. Yeah. I think we're gonna try to fill out 500s level maybe, because we have liquidity at 850s here. There's liquidity here. But I'm gonna wait until 8:30 news. Liquidity. We also got some orders at 950s as well. Not much though. 850 has more orders than the 950s. But good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's nice 8 o'clock. 8 a.m.
Sell stock YM.
I might be waiting until 11 a.m. passes by too, because of Trump, right? Talking at 11 a.m. today. Could get volatility before, maybe like 5 minutes and 10 minutes before that, but I don't really like that, you know. We have unemployment claims at 8:30. Yeah.
Sell iceberg gold.
Maybe a sell-off today. But just looking at the overall trend, we do have a really nice overnight kind of move here. We did break out from the top of the wick until now. We've only retested this trend line, and I think this is the right trend line to play off of. We've already retested off the trend line here once. Twice here, they tried to break it below, they couldn't. So that means that sellers are having trouble here. Either the 8:30 news will push it even further below, and then this will be the next reference point here for the breakout. So I want to use this as a breakout to the upside, potentially, for the 15-minute mark. One thing I don't like about this trend is the amount of buyers we have in this area is very small. Like you can tell that they got trapped right here, and we had a lot of short sellers the other day up here. The next level of interest is actually just right here at 536s today. And if we look at the daily chart is telling us
Sell stop goal.
we have liquidity at 850s. This could also just be a retest here. So we're going to retest within this range. Right? We're just retesting this range here. And if they are unable to break below this, we could swing back up and then retest the highs here because there's no wick, right? And fundamentally, I prefer to see a wick above the range. And the reason being is we just get usually a 5 or 10% push on each of these daily candles, regardless of where the height is. We always get something. So I think that high of the market is possible today, right? We're only 100 points away from the high. But yeah, rarely do we not get a, a like 0.5% like retest at the highs here on any candles, except for this one here, right? But we'd still get a nice measured bounce back up from the support. Same idea, we rarely do not get a wick on the top of the ranges here other than this, right? That's only one out of like how many days, maybe two here. That's only when we had coordinated sellers, and then this is 3. But yeah, rarely do we get it sometimes. Recently, it's been rare, so I just want to follow more statistically what we have currently. Of course, things change, but I don't know, the probability is pretty high. So maybe I might take longs here and then try to retest the open before 8:30 news. Maybe I can snag a couple buys or something. I don't know. There is resting liquidity up here, and there's also resting liquidity down here. This one's order is bigger, it's 31. The other one's up here is approximately 50 orders here. So we got 50 orders on the top side of the range, and then 31 on the bottom side, so we have much more liquidity up here to fill. Might be a good thing. Maybe I'll buy one here. We'll see. We've been consolidating sideways here for a little bit of time too. On the 30-minute chart. I would like to say that that's a bounce, definitely vibing a bounce here. Right? Let's see how it acts first. get a buy here.
Sell iceberg gold.
There.
Sell iceberg ES. Buy iceberg gold. Buy iceberg gold. Sell iceberg YM.
Oh, no problem, bro. I wouldn't even worry about that, my guy. You live across the world. You have a different time zone than I do. So, What what is it right now for you? Like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. or something? Probably, right? I'm good, man. I'm good. Just waking up, a little bit groggy, but trying to wake up here, right? I think 8:30 news might be a good one. Might be a good one. Either we get a nice squeeze here. Um, we only moved 100 points overnight, so kind of. Oh, it's 2:23 for you? 2:23 p.m.? I'm chilling, man. I'm super chilling today. Super duper. Oh yeah, it's not that bad. Though. I thought it was like 8 a.m. for 8 like it was I thought it was like 8 p.m. for you or something. Like 12 hours. Well, that's not that bad.
Sell iceberg goal.
I'm trying to catch a wave here. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get something like this. There's a resting order at 850s, and then they have spoof orders at 20, 25, 30, and 35. So I think we might get a drop and a pump, maybe. And I'm hoping I'm right. Let's take a look. The ATR right now is sitting at 20.
Sell top goal.
So 890s to 870s, right? 890s, 895s to 875s to 865s, and then 850s. This is a good area, in my opinion. About like 3 times the 40s to 90s. Yeah, about 50 points. Right, at least double the ATR range, which I'm expecting to happen at 8:30. It's nice that you do morning walks. That's good. Super healthy.
QH5. Buy trend 1 started.
I love morning walks. Can't do anything without it. Now, 30-minute candles are looking really fresh here. Double bottom on the 30-minute. This is looking like a really nice bull breakout up here. Could be 100 points back up high. Yeah. For me, it's coffee. Gotta have that morning coffee. Because my fiance has like a migraine, so I don't want to be too loud. Man, it might run without me. Bummer. Tends to close in 2 minutes here. I think we dip under first though, because it looks like a potential trap type of move. We got like on the 15-minute we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, 6 candles that basically couldn't break the highs here on the 15-minute chart, by the way, so larger time frame. Even on the 30-minute we have 5 candles, and they're definitely expanding upside, but maybe one last drop before a pull. Yeah, I don't know. I can't, like, I love espresso actually. I love espresso, but I just don't have it. My morning routine is usually same as you in a way. Yeah, I wake up, I do all the things that I need to do, like wash my face and stuff, and then I usually would go to the gym after like 12 if I can, or 5 to 6 p.m. every day.
Buy iceberg gold.
But I haven't been for like the past like 2.5 days, like almost like for the past 3 days, I meant to say. So I'm kind of like feeling pretty antsy and shitty about it.
Buy iceberg ES.
Oh, here's the strong sellers.
Sells top gold.
Um, 8:30 news and no move.
Buy top gold.
Hello. Unemployment news and no move. All right.
Buy iceberg gold.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Give me a breakout here. I'd say 30.
Buy top ES. GCG5. Buy trend 1 started.
I like the gap up for here. Micro gap up. Got some liquidity on 25, 30,
Sell
35s
iceberg
here.
NQ. YMH5. Buy trend 1 started. Sell iceberg NQ.
25, 30, 35s here.
Buy iceberg gold. Sells top gold.
Could be a bad trade, but I don't know. I'm feeling it. We broke out after how long here? Quite a bit of time. So could be 75 points here. Could be 50 points. I don't know. Maybe 50 points. Possible. I would like them to retest the neckline here first, right? The 43s level before they actually decide to sell it. This is a re-entry maybe.
Sell iceberg NQ. Buy iceberg NQ.
Okay, 15 minutes looking pretty shady right now.
Buy iceberg NQ. Sell iceberg ES. Sell iceberg NQ.
Oh yeah, we rejected the highs here, so I'm in shorts. I'll go for 350s here.
Buy iceberg NQ.
We'd like to see 350s here.
Sell trend 1 started.
That was a solid rejection in my opinion, no? 112 orders and 39 on the sell side. And we got some liquidity telling us that they just broke below it. They sweep the highs there, they baited a lot of longs, and then they pushed it lower.
Sell iceberg YM.
Alright. I'm gonna jump in 5 more. Maybe. Am I unlucky? Really? No, that kind of told me that they want to drop it. I think they are going to drop it.
Buy stock CL. Sell iceberg gold.
Yeah. I'm going to go for a little bit more bigger risk today. And I'm going to keep that stop wide here. And just try it, you know? I would like to see 350s for sure. Gotta risk 1-to-1 here.
Sell stock gold. Sell iceberg NQ. Buy iceberg ES.
If I can see lower than 350s, that'd be great too.
GCG5. Sell trend 1 started.
I'm gonna be super patient with this. I'm not gonna get scared out of this position, right? When I know liquidity is at 350s here. That kind of looked like a failed breakout of the resistance. We've already tried about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and we failed 5 times in a row, right? That tells me that they are willing to push it down here in the next 7 minutes, in my opinion. Then they lightly filled liquidity upside, and then we got a lot of orders at 880s, which tells me that you got a lot of buy orders there, but you also got a lot of filled sell orders, and if the buyers fail here, I think it could wash out to 850s order book. Like the 5 minutes, so definitely feels better for me. Feels like to me the momentum crashed out here. I want to see this candle close red here. Not that good. Say I could probably try to put a lower stop loss now, depending on how it is. Really interesting. $8.99. I don't like that. It's got to be patient here. Just trying to be patient here. Just one more lower low. One more lower low, please and thank you. Probably get out of this trade around here, 905s. Price action like this turns out to be usually bearish, right? Way more sideways, way more resistance. We also had a lot of dumping on the uptrend from yesterday over here. Lots of big dumps in the range. A lot of opens. We're already overbought in a way too on the daily range. So I think my shorts can play out because like the risk to reward is much greater due to the daily range, but we'll see what happens here. If it does break above 905s, then I'm gonna get out of the trade. Yeah, I think today is a short day too. I just have a bad entry right now, you know? So it depends on whether I can hold it through that, but I like that, you know, like how we kind of broke to the highs here and then we failed that rejection completely, right? We're definitely rejecting a level here, a very key level. They're trying not to fill the liquidity upside too, so I think we fill down first and then we fill back up. But you never know, man. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so too. Could be wrong though, honestly, because it hasn't gone down since the time that this dropped happened, right? So to me, like that kind of feels like this is gonna it could break upside 200 points as well. But I don't know. Sell before the news? Nah. Like with Trump at 11 a.m., like it makes me just kind of hesitant, you know? They've been really playing bullish. Um, they've been really bullish. They've been really bullish, right? And statistics say that we usually retrace the open 983s at least once, right? Near the open or even here 950s. Yeah. But I'm not really liking it right now, so I think I'm gonna cut my trade short here. Yeah. I think we're defending it. So I'm gonna go longs. I'm gonna hold that. They're defending it, man. Like there's no way like we're breaking upside right now, you know? They're defending it. This is gonna come back to the highs here and could potentially break out above that as well. So I'm just gonna go for that and then risk $1,000 and potentially go for retest of the high here. If this trade doesn't hit though, I'm gonna lock out, probably. I most likely will lock out, so. I just don't like that, you know? Like look at how they defended that low like 3 times already. Like they keep doing it, you know? They keep breaking the lows here and then they're retracing it. They even grab liquidity from the sellers. They grab liquidity from the upside and then we broke it all the way back below. And then now we're retracing the high here. Like it doesn't make sense, you know? So I think we either get a really bullish breakout here or like the yeah. And we're going back right into the range, and we might even go above it. So above and beyond. Yeah, I think we're breaking back above here now. That's why I haven't taken any trades on my other accounts, because right now there's a lot of uncertainty. Right? Definitely a lot of uncertainty, but man, that should have broke, right? In my opinion, that should have broke right here. This 15-minute doji should have, like this 15-minute doji should have broke. Should have been the one, right? But it didn't. So it means that bulls right now, there's more bull bias than a seller's bias. And the reason why is because for the past 5 days, the market's been going up. We just got one big dip right into a really important supply zone. And statistically, high of the day gets retraced at least once. So I think we're at a key level. But hey, man, you never know, right? I just don't like how it's kind of showing me signs it wants to break higher, right? So that's why I jumped in long. Or this could be just a incredible amount of chop and I just got trapped. Look how big that order is on 55s now. 51s, like 50s and 55s, like it's bigger.
Sell iceberg ES. Buy iceberg NQ.
I'd like to see them retrace this candle. Right? Yeah, yeah. You see it too, right? Like, so I'm not tripping. Like, they try to break it here. You see that? They touched the low here. They literally wicked out all of the liquidity here. Then they pushed it back up. And like I don't want to say like the 30-minute time frame doesn't lie here, right? 15-minute doesn't lie either, right? So right now the 30-minute is back to green. Like this one was a pretty strong doji. Like look at the wick on that, right? And then look at the next one. So we're definitely like inside of a wick zone here, but I think we got a higher chance of breaking upside now because of that. It just doesn't make sense to me, that we did that, right? We green bar with a red instantly wicked out all the longs here and then back to like inside the green bar. So we're like, this is inside the green bar, It's like an inside, it's like inside bar squeeze. That's what it's called. And then we're gonna squeeze right above this and then push right into 105 moving average. I'm hoping for. Yeah. I don't know. I might even try just for the high of this wick so that I can get a profit for the day and then I can close it out for a risk of 1 for 2. That would also be good too. But I'm liking it, so I'm gonna go for 1,500 here. At least between here 50s and 55s is definitely not doable, but definitely a retrace is doable here. It's also inside the zone where I expected for them to retrace, right? And it bounced right off that zone and it hasn't gone down since, and they keep trapping, so. Exactly, we're in a fair value gap right here, and this is the fair value gap on the 15-minute. But at least a 50% retrace, and we already got the sell side liquidity from this drop here. I think that was the sell side liquidity, and then right away we inversed off of it, and then now we're just trying to like stay above the daily range here. That's my key. I think that's it. I think that's it for me. I'm gonna put a stop loss right here, and that's the most I'm gonna lose on this trade. And then if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna call it a day on this Top Step account. We're gonna go for sell side liquidity, buy side liquidity now, which is up here, right? 2707.50s. It's just a high here, and I'm hoping that we stay above here in the next 6 minutes. So 6 minutes here, and then I'm gonna change this to 15 because that's my favorite. Look at that. We bounce outside of that range multiple times on the 15. Right? 15-minute chart, all the fair value gaps are filled all the way up to 35s here. And then this could be a A+ retrace here, honestly. We already are above this right here. If we close in the next 5 minutes here above this level, I think we should be good. I think we're in a good statistic trade here. Lots of 5-minute wicks here. Let's check the ATR. ATR is slightly down. But hell, I definitely don't feel comfortable. But hey, you know, like some trades are meant to be uncomfortable, right? We're breaking above the 105 moving average again. Second time. Which tells me that they want to break it today. We want to do something here. The curling, maybe it'll break over and then it'll do something like this. Then it'll come down, but first of all, we're going to break the highs at least. Grab liquidity on 25s here and maybe 50s and 55s, and then we're going to sell off. I might even just go for break even on this trade because I'm already down. But I would like to see a retrace of this candle here. The high of this candle. Right? Okay, we got 3 minutes. I want to see how this closes in 3 minutes here. We shouldn't be breaking back below here anymore on this 15-minute candle. It should not break below here on this 15-minute candle. This candle needs to break above this and stay above that. And if we do, that means the fair value gap is in respect to it, and they've been playing inside that range and they want to break outside of it. And then we're just going to go immediately for the, actually maybe buy side liquidity would be right here. This would be a good trade. Like 105 moving average, and then not exactly touching it, but also filling out the gap that's just right here. It's very small, but it's like right there. So we could end up filling that gap, which would be nice. This is a trade where I'm risking 13.50 points for 32, right? But I'll cut this trade early if it goes under here in the 85s, even on the next wick. I'm just gonna cut it. I'll cut the trade. I'll cut my risk really quickly. Yeah, I didn't like that 5-minute candle. Right? See, I don't want to get faked out, you know? I don't want to get faked out when this trade could be good. But they're really playing it, you know? Like, you gotta really keep your stops wide on this type of environment here. That's the only way. Like, you actually have to keep it wide. I know for a fact if we break above this candle, it's gonna run. This candle here. So we did close above it right here on the 5-minute. Pretty good indicator for me. On the 15-minute, we closed above it. We're still creating a lot of wicks here. But I would like to see a squeeze. I think we're going to get a squeeze potentially here. Lots of trapped sellers on this one. Lots of trapped sellers on this one. And then each time we trapped them, we pushed higher, right? So this one's a trap as well. And this one had more volume. So what does that mean for us here? We're in a really good opportunity type of trade right now. This is like a good opportunity trade. It's a high quality trade. And we're now making higher highs and higher lows at the end of the day. But yeah, we're still in a high quality trade here. And we could definitely make a higher high one more time. 30-minute candles are also above the gap here, right? 30-minute candles are wide. 2 candles closed red. Lower low wicks on the 30-minute though. I'm uncomfortable with this trade. I'm super uncomfortable with this trade. I think this is not the type of trade we want to be taking, right? Yeah. I'm actually so uncomfortable with this trade. What does that tell me? If I'm uncomfortable about the trade, maybe the quality of the setup is not that good. No? Buyers are relentless too. Yeah. I might cut my trade, man, and just say that this is not the type of environment that I want to trade. Requires way too much patience. I might have to reduce it. I might just get out. Honestly, I don't really like it anymore. I'm out. I can't do it.
This trade is kind of fucking hard. I'm kind of thinking like left and right, and honestly, my brain hurts
Trying to figure out where the direction is, so I'm just gonna stick with like one thing. They have liquidity at 700s too, so I would laugh my ass off if we saw 700s today too. Honestly, the market has been swinging so hard, so it's like it's not really gonna surprise me anymore. It actually does run for that. The 105 moving average. And we came close to it several times. I think this might be the one where we actually go for it and touch it. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try 5 off here from a prior high if we come back in this range. Break below the key daily pivot, get rid of this stupid liquidity level, and then just look for the weekly pivot down here. Alright, it's a weekly level here, so I'm going to ignore everything else. And then for me to have a better reward, I guess. I don't want to think about it too much. So that's the thing, right? I don't want to think about this trade too much, guys. I think right here, I think we're going here. 3 times the reward, right?
Sell iceberg goal.
Yeah, I don't want to think about this trade. So this right here is going to be about $3,000 for a $500 risk, right? And I'm just aiming for literally the weekly level. The key pivot, and it's funny that there's actually an open order for 171 at 21,700, so the market was moving really slow overnight. But yeah, I'm gonna TP is 850 for you. Yeah, man, that's a good TP. Definitely a good TP. I think I'm just gonna fucking go for it, man. This is kind of like a bleeding trend. We had it all the way up move on the left, and on the right we have consolidation, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like I don't want to argue with the trend anymore, man. It's definitely high impact sellers sitting in the trend here, and I don't know what they want to accomplish. Maybe they tag me out, I get stopped out before they run. I don't know. It's like the Trump meme coin, you know, pump and dump, right? So they're pumping it, and then now they're gonna dump it. I'm gonna risk a little bit more later. I might add to my position. When it pops here somewhere, I'm gonna add to my position. But I'm actually gonna hold this one. Watch me hold it all day, bro. Maybe I'll take 5 off right here. First of all, just right there, and then the rest of the 5, I'll try to actually hold it for the whole move down here. My goal is to hold this beyond $700, at least like 3 grand if possible. And I am shorting at a pretty weird entry.
Buy iceberg goal.
Like weird, this is a pretty weird entry area, you know what I mean? But I mean, like entry could be up here, to be honest with you. I have fucking no clue what they wanted to do, but I'm just so tired of fighting the trend.
Sell iceberg goal.
Let's take a look at my other accounts. Maybe I'll get something better. You know?
Buy stop goal.
Okay, I will do a 577. I'll do $1,000 max loss today. All right. Daily loss limit today is going to be 1,100. And then liquidate and block. 1,200. There we go. Liquidate and block. Around 3,000. This is where I should be putting my short order, maybe. No, the 5-minute close is nice. 30-minute close is nice too.
Sell iceberg goal. Buy iceberg goal. Sell iceberg ES. Buy iceberg ES. Sell iceberg ES.
15-minute is curling up here, right? But we were curling up before too. So I definitely don't want to fight the trend here, you know what I mean? Don't fight the trend, guys. Don't fight the trend. Sellers are strong. Sellers are fucking strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Where we failed to break above 10 whole times, right? On the 15-minute chart. 10 times, guys. If that doesn't tell you, like, that's bearish. I don't even know what to say. But then, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they still pump it, you know what I mean? But this right here, it kind of looks like this. This is what it looks like, actually. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Like, literally, consolidation, chop, 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 all the way through. And then flush. So this one's different. It's more green. This one's chop, 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 then flush. Right. So I think we got something here going on, right, with this trade. I'm just gonna look back to really understand the thesis behind this trade. No chop. Yeah, any chop usually just gets a flush. So I'm sticking with that. I'm sticking with that thesis, man. Chop, 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 flush. That's all there is to it. Look, 15-minute chop, chop, chop. Pump, but it was on the 13 and we're above the 105. Right now we're chopping below the 105 moving average, right? We're chopping below it, right? Really good indicator. Since we're chopping below the 105 moving average and we're also chopping below the 13 moving average here. I think we got good quality trade coming here for shorts for sure. I'm going to keep waiting. And I'm going to try to get a nice trade with my take profit account in case this one doesn't go well. And I'll definitely chase for it on the direction that I think it's going to go. But I would like to see a flush here, really big flush. You said 850s, right? Yeah, 850s. You think 850s are going to hit? 850s. 850s. I think it's gonna go further in 850s, man. I think 700s. We're staying below the range here. We got the resistance formed here in the 15-minute. Our next level of support is just right here. It's right here. Okay. And then we have 700s just down here. So I think we're gonna go for it. I think we can see 780s to 772s. 780s to 772s. That is perfectly on my mind right now. From where I'm at, overnight open was here at 6, right? 6 overnight open. Overnight open. We're 129 points in. We're gonna hit about 200 points probably, if this is the right type of sell-off. From here, where my entry target is, that is about 105 points. So I'll make 2 grand off of this trade here, if it goes well. And then I'm gonna try to ride out maybe like the rest of them here if I can. So my initial exit plan is down here with 1 micro, and then the rest of them are going to be spread out like this into 700s. But my initial target, I want 785s, definitely past 850s. If we hit 850s here, we're going to flush right through that, and then we're going to potentially run towards 785s here. But I want to see 850s first. 850s and 700. So we got 850s, 800, 825, but definitely 700s. It's got liquidity down here in 700s. Now, 30-minute chart is looking pretty clean. 30-minute chart has 105 moving average, which we have not broken through for a while. But if this is right, we might retest the 105 moving average, which is 850s as well. So yeah, you know what? The quality is definitely there. My other problem is that the market generally flushes. If it wants to do that, right? And they usually flush it pretty hard during pre-market. What does that tell me? Trap is forming, maybe. I want to hold it for this, though. 750s, maybe. Slow grind of death. It's slow until it's not. It's slow until it's not slow anymore. $1,000 would be nice too. Okay. We're rejecting the fair value gap here, right? Fair value gap is being rejected. We got 3 minutes left. It's a strong close, right? Now, I want to look at the 45-minute. No, not possible. 15-minute, we are definitely at the fair value gap of the 15-minute as well, and we are fighting there a little bit. We are fighting slightly here. But in 3 minutes, we will definitely be able to tell if that fair value gap will be respected. And if it isn't, then we will probably get a flush. I hope we get a flush. My stop loss should be at the next fair value gap. 3 more minutes. We're at the flush here. We break below this low here. Volume is coming in here. Very strong sellers, as we can see multiple times where we could not break the highs and we made a higher high, right? And we rejected that very hard. I think we continue selling. Yeah. That would make me laugh though, eh? Like, imagine that this thing is just like right on open, it just pumps. Right on fucking open, man. I'd be so annoyed. That's a good seller. That's a nice confirmed seller right there. We could push here. I like that volume on that selling candle. We'd like to see a continuation here. The sellers can do it. Hope they can. I don't know. This wick here is pretty like, it's pretty standard, very high volume candle. And they couldn't even retrace it here, so I don't think they're gonna do that, right? But you might be right though too. They could definitely retrace it and I'll get cussed. I don't know. I would fucking hate it, man. Maybe I gotta get a better entry. I'm wrong about this. But I gotta respect it in a way. $850s. I don't know. I'll cut my trade if I'm down. For sure. 100%. I'll cut my trade if I'm down. I'd like to see the seller sweep here. First, 850s. Sellers on 50s here. And after the 50s, then we'll pop back up, right? One big candle here on the sells. Alright, looks like they're gonna break it. I think it's gonna break. Yeah, we got snap here. Alright, love it. Love to see it. Love to start to see it. Keep pushing. Break right through this level 2. Yeah, crush them. Just flush right through. I would like to see maybe 785s here. Maybe past 850s as well. If I can. I'm going to take out 3 here just to reduce my size. So I, pay myself a little bit so that I don't have too much of a drawdown. But, yeah, I got 4 here now, and I'm going to try to get the 4 down here. If I can. There we go. Break even trade. Oh yeah, I don't really like that. I don't really like that. This is about 100 points, so it's like $200 here. Right, with 3 micros. $300 here. $600 here. I'm gonna kick myself though if I definitely jumped out prematurely there, because that would have been a $2,000 trade. I did jump out a little bit premature there because I got scared, but I think that's part of it. think that's fine. Feel scared if they're defending it that hard, huh?
Sell iceberg and cube.
Wall on 850s. Still 850s. 850s got a significant wall. They got a lot of buyers here on from 850s to 875s here. Got tons of buyers. Yeah, something's up here. Maybe it was better that I got out there. But next candle should be a follow through. Retrace the highs first, maybe? Yeah, it's starting to look like they failed the rejection here. Kinda. I might go... I don't want to jump in too prematurely here. I'm going to wait a little bit longer here, but I think I'm going to flip long bias. Yeah, I'm going in longs here. We're going to go high here. We're going to sweep the highs maybe first, and then we're going to sweep the lows afterwards. But we got about 1 minute left on this candle, and that's a pretty nice soak in my opinion, right? So I want to see a sweep of the highs first. Yeah, this close is pretty good. I like that. Alright, we'll see it. Close green. I'm in. I would like to see a sweep of the highs first here. A nice squeeze. A nice squeeze, first of all. Right above that, nice squeeze. Push right into VWAP here. Right above VWAP, 910s. And I'm going to say 910s beyond 910s maybe. I don't know. It's kind of looking like a squeeze to me. Maybe like sweep the highs first here. I don't know. Oh yeah, we're breaking it. Yeah, I'm taking one out there. Could take a break-even trade on this one. Man, it's choppy. Super choppy, man. Like, I don't even know what to think of this. This is pretty like, this is, I don't know, like 940s maybe, or... So choppy. We got a lot of orders on 910s and up here now all of a sudden. We got some orders on 955s. Yeah, 955s here all of a sudden too. The orders opened back up on 950s, 955s. That's crazy to me. Like, thanks, babe. Yeah, I'll get another coffee. I need it today. I need the coffee today for sure. I can tell. There's gonna be some bullshit. I feel like I'm gonna get crushed by Trump, man. Oh, Trump is gonna kill me today. He's really trying hard. That's all I can say. This dude is killing me, man. Like, what the hell is that? Pretty sure this was like failed sell side auction, right? But I want to see the close first on this 15-minute candle. Could end up being a sell side failed auction, but I don't think it's likely anymore at this point. think it's very likely it goes higher. Alright, I'm gonna jump in on this dip maybe here. Hopefully this is not what I think it is. Retest of the breakout and then a fail. If it is a retest and it fails here, I'm jumping in much more shorts. That's all I can say. Fails this wick, I'm in shorts. Ooh, what the hell?
Sell stop and Q. Sell stop goal.
7 minutes left here. Another higher low. Another crushing wick here. Damn, it's another crushing wick. Right? Buying volume is high, selling volume is low. So, we going higher. That's another confirmation for me. Going from green to red, back to green here. Oh, I think we squeeze.
Sell stop goal. GCG5. Sell trend 1 started.
From red to green to red. And then back to green. On the 15-minute here. Just need to see it break above this level here. And I think we're running it. Another green. Okay, I'm in 5. I'm gonna jump in more here. I'd like to see it break over here, 920s. Straight above it. 930s maybe? I'd like to see 930s here. 930s, 935s. Good old squeeze. 930s, 935s here. 935s maybe. 930s to 935s. Right into the liquidity zones. 930s to 935s here. That's what I would like to see. Taking some off here.
Buy stop and Q.
930s to 935s. Taking some time here. Okay. 930s to 935s.
Stop and Q.
Yep, break right above that. Should be a squeeze here. Should be a squeeze. That's a definitely. What a headache. What kind of trade is that? Yeah, no. I am going to lock out this account. Yeah. I'm sorry, I have to lock out this account. Yeah, I had to lock it out. You know, I'm not gonna try to force my days when I know that it's bad, right? This is definitely not the type of environment I want to trade. That's for sure. So I'm gonna give it about like 30 minutes now, from maybe like 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30. I don't know, but I'm gonna wait, man. I'm gonna let it chill out. I locked out my account because like I know that I prefer to go green and then back to red and then back to green. I'm just gonna always mess up, and that's not my thing. Right? I've taken how many trades there? Like I took like about 35 different trades. You know, 35 trades, $6.44. Not really the hold times that I want. I was definitely holding for like 10 to 30 minutes, but it's like you shouldn't I shouldn't even be holding for that long. You know, like I should be making money within like the first like 5 to 10 minutes of the move, and if I can't do that, then it's not the right type of environment. Definitely not the right type of environment to be chasing trades and shit. So I'm locking that out. I'll work on my combines. I'll work on anything else. I may try my funded futures. Might try it just because. But I will take a trade when I see it. So ATR right now is 22. It's even less than yesterday. That means that the moves are very small. So the profit taking and the volatility is going to be tight. And if we are moving in a direction, just know that you should be taking profits type of environment today. So like if you're up like 8 to 10 points or 15 points, it's good to take a profit because it's going to be very volatile at the moment. But it is increasing. So that's another good thing. Our ATR is increasing. So that means that the strength of the move is increasing as well. Yeah, that's just what I think right now. But $400, I would prefer to see 20 points up here somewhere. 50s to 25s. But they're not filling it, so I don't see why. I need to force myself. Yeah, I'm not going to chase the trade. So definitely not chasing any trades today. But that's definitely a failed downside auction though. If I can really talk about, you know, what just happened here, it's definitely a failed downside auction. Right? We got about 1 more minute here for it to close. I think the next one's going to close higher. Potentially, it could be a squeeze here. But you can tell right here, this is definitely a pennant that just broke out. And from my knowledge, we should get a buy right at this level here. Somewhere. It should come back. I think it will come back. Just watch the next candle. It's going to be a big dip. '55's order. I can see '55's order now.
Sell stop and few.
They're going to retrace the open. This is kind of like what I mentioned before, right? With the probability and stuff like that. They should retrace the open here. I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of fucking jumped into that trade like a retard. Big dumbass. I am. 15s to 80s. It's about 35 points. $700 risk. I might get out. Or it might work out. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Rejection of the 105 moving average here. I chased the trade and I got burned. What a glory. Glorifying day, guys. Sellers are feeling strong today. If I can get out of this trade break even, that'd be a blessing in disguise here. Yeah, it'd be a blessing in disguise. Give me that. or even fucking 55s. That'll be crazy. Yeah. Yeah, not gonna be a blessing. $169. Man, today's tough. What to think? What to think here? Yeah, nah. I'm not trading that account. I don't know what it was there. I'm not trading that account. I can't trade that account either. Looks like none of the trades are going through today, man. What am I gonna do? Just trade I don't even want to trade my like actual accounts. I don't even want to trade my prop firms. I can tell today is bad. I just don't want to do it, man. Right now it's terrible. Just don't chase anything. Nothing to chase. Look at the setup. It's terrible. Look at this. This is a terrible setup. But the high is right here. Still a terrible setup though. The range is super tight. So yeah, would have, could have, should have, you know. They're riding it. They're running it all the way at 950s. They're gonna do it. Yeah, they're gonna run it, man. 950s. There's a level on 950s. Fucking A, man. And then you got a level at 850s, like 100-point spread. This might be a setup here for me to jump back in the range here. Short it back to the range. Yeah? Do we do that? All right, we're shorting it. We're going back for the range. I think we're coming back down. My stop is going to be up here maybe. I don't know. But I think we're coming back down. Definitely range environment here. Right? And what do I like to do with range environments? I like to go against it. Thanks, babe. Got my stops at, I'll do $400 stop loss. Yeah. But that's going to be my last trade on this account, probably. If it hits my stop loss, I'm done. We're trading in a range. I think we're trading in a range. It's look at the range, you know, like look at that. It just doesn't make sense to me. So we're going to go for sell side liquidity now, okay? We're going for 866s here. From up here, it's about $1,000. I am hoping to get out at 880s maybe. But I'm going to play the range. I don't think I want to do anything other than that at the moment. If we break outside of the range, then I'm just going to jump. I'm still going to think about shorts here. Yeah, we're trading in a range, which is why the market is so sideways right now. Prefer to see a dump here. It's outside of the range there. Yeah. Go back down, buddy. Break it. Break it. Range trading. We already know it. Range trading. That's why they have two orders, 950s and an 850 spoof, and they're both equal in terms of their position size. And we have open orders on 825s and all that, and I think it's because it's a range. That's why. When we have liquidity traps on both sides and the 15-minute market is showing that it's going both ways, I think there's a really valid reason why we have that. Super valid reason, right? Super valid reason to take shorts at the highs and take longs at the bottom. 15-minute chart showing that for the past like 2 hours here. So no point going against that. Get some micro scalps here. We could get a dip into 21,885s here if the volume pushes through. I know that buy side right now is slightly stronger, but definitely feeling something here. Continuation vibes. Yeah, 265s. Here, 885s first target. We might get one candle here to 870s, maybe. All right, let's take yeah. Oh, 15-minute chart still a little bullish. I don't really like that, but whatever. I think I'm going to trade 1-minute chart today. I'm going to ignore the 15-minute chart. 5-minute chart looks good too. I'll just ignore it, to be honest with you. No point fighting the range here, guys. Right? No point fighting the range.
Sell iceberg and Q. Sell stop and Q. Sell stop and Q.
Yeah, I'm just eating something too. So, taking a quick break here. But yeah, here's the range, man. I'm telling you. Shit selling like is buying and selling and not giving it to us, so that means buyers and sellers are at equilibrium, and then basically like they're just fighting within the range. That's what they're doing. That's why it's not breaking out.
Sell stop and Q. Buy stop YM.
I don't know. Trump's stupid. Well, he's not stupid. He's actually like It's because there's so much like propaganda lately. So much propaganda. It's crazy. Like all over Instagram too, right? Like all this stuff where they're saying basically um, all the products for yeah. So basically, it's like all the products, you know. Wait, what am I trying? What am I saying? Basically, I'm cooked right now. Like every time I'm like looking at two different things. I can't concentrate. But yeah, like they're even putting propaganda against like manufacturers in China, and then saying that like they're lacing all the products with like chemicals and stuff. But the reason why they do that is because that propaganda on Instagram, it's like Temu, AliExpress, and what's it called? Sheen are all like big companies, right? And they ship all their domestic products. They're all their products over. They like basically they import all their products over to Canada, right? When people purchase them and everything. And basically, this propaganda on Instagram is to scare people into not purchasing the stuff from Sheen, AliExpress, and whatever, right? They don't want the country to be richer. You know, they don't want China to be richer. So the whole point of this like on Instagram of them posting that is to prevent the growth of their wealth, so they can expand. And that's it's crazy that like you know they've even discovered stuff like that or figured things out to do stuff like that just to damage the economy in China, right? They don't want China to be wealthy. They want them to be broke as hell, right? And they want people to start buying stuff in Canada, you know? Okay, so I take another short here. Depending on how this is.
Sell iceberg CL. Buy iceberg and Q. Buy iceberg and Q. Buy iceberg and Q. Buy iceberg CL. Sells top gold. Sells top gold.
Maybe that's why I get so many like cuts and stuff on my fingers when I'm working, you know? Because like the it's all laced. All right, shorts, shorts, big shorts here, big shorts here. All right, got some volume on this buying candle too. So now question is, do I want to take a short? Probably. Too late. Fuck. Scalper's paradise here. Damn, I think they will run it. 5 minute. Look at that 5 minute candle. It's just dumping, flushing. Yeah. 15-minute candle. Yeah, they're breaking out like below now the range. I think there's gonna dump here. All right. I'm gonna take a short here. Try it out. Flush it. Come on, boys. Flush it to hell. All right. 882, 72s. A little bit more than that. Come on. There we go. $175 on that. I think they're gonna flush it now, so I'm gonna go for shorts on the combine here. I'm right. They definitely can flush it now, based on what I'm seeing. Risking that much. I'm looking for 850s here. 850s or more possible. We're gonna break out of this range at one point, right? So no point hiding the fact that we're gonna break outside this range here. So it's right now about 129 points. We definitely failed the upside auction here. It's only one direction. It's gonna be down, right? Maybe 200 points, whatever it is. I don't know. After 200 points, though, they're gonna retrace it. That's what they're gonna do. But I don't think they're gonna break it back up here. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, Tradeify. I am going to go for the shorts on Tradeify too, maybe here. Okay, I'm going in shorts here on Tradeify as well. I'd like to see it crack below here. Go into the 50s, 50, 75s here, maybe. At least $400 in my opinion. Stop is the previous candle here, previous candle high. And yeah, might get crushed here on that though, but whatever. Quality is there. Quality over quantity type of trade here. Come on, guys. Don't be a clown. Don't be a clown. These guys are clowns. Oh my god. Absolutely livid. Well, I mean, the 1 minute does look like it's gonna crack lower, right? Like higher highs, break the lows, supports right here. Now it's pumping back up. Bastards. Fucking bastards. Flush under, come on. Go do it. Come on. Flush it. Flush. Go right through. Come on. Grab the liquidity below here. Come on. Oh, for real. These bastards. Yeah. These guys, man. They are not playing nice today. I could still hold on to this one for a little bit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Another rejection of the lows. Still in that trade. Yes. Go. Bloody hell. What is that? Come on. You damn nerds. 850s. I'm fine with this too. Go. Lock in, short sellers. You guys are winning. I know it. Lock in right now. 880s, there's a bunch of filled orders for short sellers at 880s. Either they get trapped here or it actually ends up working out for the short sellers. Come on, guys. Lock in. Lock the fuck in, short sellers. What is that? 5-minute multiple dojis? Yeah, no. We're breaking below. Multiple dojis in the 5-minute. Fair value gap, rejection. Lock in, boys. Come on. Damn traders. They're really waiting for Trump to talk, man. They really want to pump it. Alright, I think I'm gonna go for like this. Because honestly, if it's going more than that right now, I don't really trust that, but I'm gonna scale a little bit off of the profits here because 900s is a little bit much. 842 is still doable, right? $4,500 worth of drawdown. But this trade hasn't been green for the past like fucking 10 minutes here, so I think I'm very likely to take an L here. I just need to see the 5-minute flush here. Come on. Stupid ass candle. Show me the sellers. Jesus. Yeah. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Like, there's a bookmap order at 860s here. So what? They moved it up because they moved up they cleared out the 850s order and they put it on 860s instead because they know that for some reason they're not getting it. So that just means that like the orders, they're spoofing it. And yeah, I'm out. Hell. This is the only green account here. What the hell? Green candle closed above here. 30-minute engulfing. Yeah, I'm not going to lose this one, I don't think. I have a pretty solid chance though, but I'm going to go for it. Going longs this time. Going for it. Chances are good, right? We're going to go for the liquidity up here. They're just not like they're very stubborn today. You know, you can tell that they're very stubborn on both sides. But it's like I can tell that they're also wicking for lower prices, and then they're pushing it higher, and then you can tell that there's a little pennant here, and then also on top of that, we closed above the 13 moving average. I think that's a good indicator for me, right? I think that's good. Yeah, 13 moving average. Closed above it, closed below it, then closed above it immediately. So I am not going to trade my Tradeify one anymore. And instead, I am going to look for a breakout here. Back to the highs, maybe. Yeah. We're kind of just doing that, you know? Like, we're just playing the game too much. Up and down, you know what I mean? So it's either we come back to the open here, 6-1. Yeah. I believe in the buyers. I believe in the buyers now. Based on the moving average, we are more bullish, right? Apparently we're more bullish, so that's why we're not breaking below it. We're creating an ascending pennant. We had lower lows, but they trapped them twice. So 1-time trap and 2-time trap here. Oh. But I'm not going to lose more than... Yeah, I think that's good. I think we're going to go for longs maybe. Trump is going to pump the market. Okay, come on. Give me a fill here on all these accounts. We're pushing it. I'm going to push it right here towards, I'd say 1256s. 1250s here. 912.21s. And 12.21s here.
Sell stop and Q. Buy iceberg CL.
Why do I go for bid buys? Better fills. That's why. I always go for because you know what? I know like for a fact that some people are pretty stifled about it, like stifled about like using market orders and stuff. But yeah, like I just want better position size, right? If I'm jumping into a trade, man, I always want the best bid. I always want the best ask rate. I'm never gonna sell by markets, and I think you know that's how you maximize your profits too. So it's like you don't screw up, and you have a better average just overall compared to everyone else, right? I think at the end of the day, the better average is always going to help you. You don't want you don't want a bad average. That's all I can say. Yeah, I think this is going to be a done. I'm done with this one if it doesn't work out here.
Buy stock CL.
Yeah, I just want better position size. That's it. Just a better position. Plus, buying bid is usually $20 more, and that covers for the commission. What's this? 13 moving average, right? break above one more time here. Yeah, I think I'm out of this trade. Yeah, I think I'm out of this trade. If I don't recover here, I'm out. Yeah. Trump is making it hard, man. Trump's making it really hard.
By Iceberg YM.
Trump's making it tough. Yeah, I can tell you that right now. Oh, fucking God, man. It was actually the hardest time I've ever traded. I can't believe it. Yeah. It's making it really fucking hard for me. What was that?
By Iceberg and Q. 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 By Iceberg and
Was that a follow through? Increasing ATR. Knock on wood, man. This gives me good luck. I'm going to pass this account right here, right now.
Sell Iceberg Go.
Right here, right now. At this point, 882s to 800s to 8, I don't know, down here. This is it. 80-point flush.
Sell Iceberg ES.
Right before the news. 80-point flush. The fuckery. Okay. Yeah, I'm done with that. What the fuck, man?
Sell iceberg gold.
Okay.
Buy iceberg gold. Sell iceberg gold. Buy iceberg gold. Sells top and Q.
I'm done with this account. I'm done with these 5 Tradeify accounts today. I don't think I can do anything about it. For real. It's just too tough to trade today. Way too tough. I might be done with this account too. I got like a lot of drawdown left with it, but it's just today is kind of feeling risky. You know, I feel like it's not really going my way. So I think I might just lock out. I think I'm done with that. Thankfully, I locked out on my Express account too, right? I'm gonna lock out with lots today. That's okay with me. This one, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm not gonna trade it. In fact, I'm just gonna log it out so I don't deal with it. Yeah, I'm done with that account. This one right here, I'm up $175. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna play games today. I'm just not gonna play games with any of it, really. I think today is terrible, so it's a no trade day for me. I don't care if it breaks out upside or downside. I took way too many trades, way too many trades, and at the end of it, I just kept on getting caught back and forth, and I'm just not gonna deal with a day like this. And we have Trump as well at 11, so it's better to hold your hands off. You know, that's part of discipline, right? I took losses and I took some wins on my trade accounts, and that's the truth behind it. So can't do it, guys. Not doing it today. No point trading a day like this. I held the trade for 2 hours? That's crazy. For today, right? Oh. Let's check. Or today. Just what day is it today?
and Q. Buy iceberg YM. Sell stock YM. Sell stock YM. Sell stock YM.
Better type of day to lock out. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything to trade. I actually don't think there's anything to trade
Buy stock YM.
at the moment. Everyone's waiting for Trump. They're battling it out. Better to trade tomorrow, right? So sometimes every day that you trade out there, some days are just not meant to be traded. Seriously. Some days will show on the book map that we have liquidity both sides. We'll have book map liquidity on the upside here. We got two different lots of 50s and then multiple lots down here on 25s. But it looks like they really condensed most of the lots in between the trend. And you can see that there's a lot of sellers here, a lot of buyers here, and they're just battling it out because they're trying to basically get their fills. Looks like they're like on the SVP, they got all their fills in 915s and 900s for buyers. All the sellers got in around 70s to 90. So right now they're just like kind of like, you know, these guys right now, buyers are currently winning and sellers are currently losing. And it's more likely to squeeze to the upside here because we got much more orders over here filled. But we got a lot of short sellers in this trend. I think the trend is more likely to go higher. That's for a fact, but I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't hold through the chop. You know, I got caught a few times. I got stopped out. Like it's kind of surprising, really. Like I had a long entry right here, expecting it to break out, and then I had my stop loss right here, and you know, at the end of the day, like what can I do, really? My Tradeify account is already like close to the daily loss limit, so I can't do anything about it. And yeah, you can see them riding the 15 moving average here too. And as much as I'm watching this right now and watching it go, I just don't care, honestly. I actually don't care. Like these guys can do whatever the fuck they want today. I don't give a shit about what they do. I don't care about them today. All right. I'm happy and my funded accounts are happy that they're not blown up. So, tomorrow it is. Tomorrow it is. Anyways, if there is a trade to be taken, I would think that we come back up to the highs here, considering that we just held that entire move. And now these guys are probably thinking, we got to get out. And they're just going to let it run above the range here. They're probably going to go above it, above and beyond here. Because, you know, we definitely had failed downside auction here, right? 100% failed downside auction. This is the open. This is the cost, 131s. If we're going to break outside of a range, usually 200-point move, we should recover. And we could potentially hit above 2200s today. Definitely above 2200s on this breakout here. But like I'm hoping that they follow through with that and then they just don't trap all y'all here and then basically just come down another like 50 points. See, that's the problem here, right? This is too much, you know, too much sideways trending here. And yeah, so far so good though. You know, long's looking really solid here. But hey, you know, with all that chop, I don't know what to believe. Okay, so we got a resting order at 950s. They got their first resting order at 950s here. Got 71 order block, and there's also one at 930. At 21 930s here on the price. So that's why it kind of rejected here. There's a order at 21 930s. Once it gets filled, next one's 950s. Really, I think 950s might be in play here. Actually, I like this breakout. I'm not gonna lie. I should have taken it down here. But it might be a little bit too late now, no? Damn it. I missed it. Damn. I missed it. I missed the train. Hmm. $950s is a good target. But hey, Nico, like, if you can, man, this could break the whole overnight session here. This could break for sure. Like, I think it could break the highs. We got to retest at least 970s, right? That's the buy side liquidity. So if you scale out some on 950s and let the rest run, I think that's, and that's like, we had a lot of short sellers here before I even have it here. 678 orders filled short. They might run this entire move back up here and then stop them all out around 22.030s today. And that would actually be about 200 points, I think. No, it's like 165, so we might squeeze here, might push for 200 points on the day. Yeah, 22.055s. Yeah, I think that's fucking great, but I think I traded a little bit too much on my combine, and I gave up a little bit too quickly. But I didn't want to, you know, like my mental capacity for like all those trades that I've taken, like, it's just out the window. You know, I'm gonna start messing up. I don't want to do it, so it's not worth my time. Definitely the 30-minute trend was the play, though, eh? 30 minutes. That was a perfect pennant. But the swing was literally like, how big was that swing? It went from here all the way down here, like 17 points. 17-point swing. Tough. I think that's pretty tough. Yeah, the wicks are too big. I think I should have looked at 1-minute chart today. Probably played the 1-minute chart maybe. Or maybe 3 minutes. No, definitely not 3 minutes. 2 minutes. Maybe. 5-minute. Definitely not the 5-minute. And this is what I was looking at. I was looking at the 5-minute, right? Not really the type of trade. 15-minute was terrible. See how like the smaller time frames made more sense today? Smaller time frames made more sense. This right here is usually indicative that if we're getting a lot of wicks here, if we're getting a ton of wicks here on the larger time frames, it's better to actually look at the smaller time frames. Smaller time frames played today, and I can guarantee that we definitely played smaller time frames today. Interesting. Nine hundreds. 900s are in play here. Back into the range. Right? I doubt that we actually bounce off this level. Should I? Oh. Oh, I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted on taking trades. Okay, that's definitely a level here. 900s. What's easier for the market makers right now? Solid question for me, right? What's easier for the market makers right now? It's literally like 10 points down from here. But I don't care, I guess, really enough to find out. So I'm not gonna do anything. Yeah. Okay. So Nico and everyone that's watching, I'm probably just gonna call it a day. Right? I locked out most of my personal accounts and everything, and my Tradeify took a hit, but it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal, luckily. Tomorrow I'll look to. I think tomorrow we'll have better setups, and yeah, it's kind of like in the middle of the range right now, so you don't really know where it's gonna go, other than knowing that downside auction failed. But I'm kind of not really trusting it. I'm not really trusting the breakout here, right? Anything could happen here. But yeah, that's it for me. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. And thanks for coming by, Nico, and everyone else and that came. You know, you guys are more than welcome to chip in tomorrow and see what's going on. Anyways, later, bro. Oh, and if there's any price, it's probably back to the highs here. Maybe 950s, 970s. Right? How would I feel about that if I took a long here? I like how I said goodbye, but then I'm still around. Yo, this is what happens when you have a problem. This is what happens when you have a serious addiction and problem. But I'm actually serious though. I'm gonna call it. Anyways, thanks for coming, guys.